All right. What's happening, everybody? What's going on? Pre-snap read. Sorry, I am late. Thank you for your patience. Getting home late from work, because that's the way it is on a Thursday night sometimes. But we're here before the game that starts in about 45 minutes. We'll do an express version of pre-snap read. So thank you for your patience. Thanks for waiting. We're rocking and rolling. We're getting started right here, right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about a little bit of news, then we're going to go and do a little buy, sell, and then we're going to cover the games for tonight and the rest of the weekend. So welcome in, people. Welcome in, George, Giants fans, Sticks, and a few other people I saw pop in earlier, but not sure they're still with us, but hopefully they are. And Big Papa, welcome in, Big Papa. All right. So the main news that I've seen recently that I will be mentioning right now, Lamar Jackson should be playing on Sunday. Lamar Jackson is back. Lamar. So he should be out there after missing how many games? And the Ravens have looked awful. Well, they always looked awful, but they looked even more awful without Lamar Jackson. But good news is he's back. What's up, Denny? And there's the Giants fan. Yes. So Lamar Jackson's back. That's great news for him and the Ravens fans. Next is Brock Bowers should be playing as well. So that's awesome because one of the best tight ends in the league. So the Raiders and Geno Smith have to be happy that he's back. So, yeah. So Bowers is back. Awesome stuff for fantasy people if they have Lamar and Bowers. So they should be in the lineup. All right. People that are out. The three main people that are out is... Oh, Lamar Jackson. Yeah, Lamar Jackson tonight. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we'll cover. Duh. My bad thing. Yeah, the Lamar Jackson playing tonight against the Dolphins, which we're covering in 45 minutes. Sorry, just got home. Thank you, Thane. Appreciate that. Yeah, he's playing tonight. Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while, so we are covering that game. Yeah, busy guy, man. Thank you, Thane. Yeah, so Lamar's back tonight. Bauer's back, hopefully Sunday. We'll see. I don't remember offhand. This is what happens when you work so much. Can't get that little last-second recap before we get started. But, yeah, I went and made him a cup of coffee instead of that last second. Thank you. All right, so they're back. The bad news is the Broncos, PS2, is going to miss multiple weeks. I don't know how many weeks, but he's going to be missing a few. I didn't hear that if they put him on IR yet. If they put him on IR, he'll miss at least 4 games. Not 4 weeks, at least 4 games. But I don't think he's on there yet, but definitely not playing this weekend. So PS2 and the Broncos defense might not be as elite as usual. And I was just listening to the radio. They're saying they'll probably do a lot more zone coverage than man because that's what they did last year when PS2 missed the whole game. So... they said he could have played against the Bears, but Harbaugh liked the matchup and thought they would win. Oh, even with the what's his name? Huntley started instead of Cooper Rush. But anyway, so PS2 is out. Bad news for the Broncos, and they have a tough matchup against the Texans. The other bad news is the Commanders. McLaurin he re-injured his quad. He is out. So he's back out. He came back for 1 game, got injured again. See ya. Welcome in, Ronnie. So he is not playing. No, not PS2. Nope, no PS2. It is old news. So McLaurin's gone. He's not playing. I don't know how long that is, but at least not this week. And then Wentz, he's done for the year. Wentz is out. Dunzo. See you later. Don't know what the Vikings are going to do. If they're going to rock and roll with McCarthy, try to get somebody else. They need to get somebody else anyway, but don't know what their plans are. It's not looking good for Minnesota. So that's the quick news, the glaring news that I found and thought of. All right, we're gonna hop to buy sell. 5 of them. We'll try to do this pretty quickly. But my theme for today for pre-snap read for the buy sell is the trading deadline is coming Tuesday. So we're Thursday. We have from now until Tuesday for all the trades, all the action to fire on through. Okay, so there's going to be lots of action, hopefully over the weekend, Monday, Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, trade deadline. So I put a little buy-sell of who's going to be like sold, shipped, traded, all that stuff. So buy, sell starts now. We're going to go with buy, sell. Since I'm a Colts fan, I'll start with the Colts, like the weakest of the bunch of the 5. So I'm going to go buy, sell. Buy, sell. All these players getting traded. So Anthony Richardson getting traded. So are you buying that he's getting traded or selling? So if you buy it, that means you think these guys are going to get traded, shipped away for whatever. And if you think they're going to get shipped away, then put in the chat who you think's going, where this player is going to get traded to. So like, oh, Anthony Richardson, yeah, he's going to get traded. He's going to get traded to the Vikings to back up J.J. McCarthy, so he has a chance to play if J.J. McCarthy doesn't do well. So you're like, yep, I'm buying that. It's Minnesota might be taking a chance on him because why not? You got J.J. McCarthy and Anthony Richardson. So let me know what you think. Buy, sell Anthony Richardson. Sell, probably trade during the offseason. Yeah, they could have him as a backup. I know he's still injured with the whole eye situation, but I hope they trade him because I like Daniel Jones and I'd rather see Riley Leonard go and get more of the reps and be the backup, and hope they ship Anthony Richardson out of there, get some return back from him because we gotta go all in on Daniel Jones. You have to. The way he's playing, you have to go all in on Daniel Jones. So I don't know who's going to trade for him. Maybe the Vikings. Ship him out. Get him out of there. Let's go. Let's get something back. And I want to see Anthony Richardson playing. I want to see if he can grow. Whether it's with the Colts or without the Colts, I want this kid to get better. And it's only his third year in the league. He hasn't even played much. So there's still a lot of potential. Hopefully he gets traded, but they might hold on to him for another year. They got time. They don't have to ditch him now unless you get something worth it. So hold on for a 3rd or 4th round pick. 5th, you might as well hold on to him. 6th, 7th, might as well hold on to him. Not trading him for a 5th, 6th, or 7th. If you get a 3rd or 4th, ship him out of there. Otherwise, hold on to him. Wait. You don't have to trade him. So that is my thought on that. Then the next buy sell is Trey Hendrickson. Is he getting traded? So getting traded. Who says Hendrickson gets traded? Buying that he is getting traded or selling that he doesn't get traded? That is your question. That is round 2 on the buy sell. So my opinion on this is they are not going to trade him. I hope they do. I don't think they trade him. I'm going to say he stays put. The Bengals think they're in the hunt. They think that they can win the division. They can, because the Colts got the Steelers this weekend. So the Colts could, the Steelers are going to probably lose to the Colts, and therefore the Bengals are going to be right behind them. Even the Ravens are have a chance at the division. They're actually the betting favorite, but I'm jumping ahead. Sell to a contender there, Mister. Yeah, so I think he stays put. Lions are on the radar. I was reading that they might trade for Hendrickson, but I don't think there's enough for anybody to get Trey Hendrickson. So probably not. 9 wins could get that division. Yeah, maybe 8. 8 even might get that division. That's how bad that division is. The most of the wins going to be coming against each other there, Sticks. So I'm going to say he stays put. I hope AR gets traded, but I don't know if he will. The next up for buy sell, Mark Andrews getting traded. What do we think of that? The tight end for the Baltimore Ravens. He's on a team that, they're not out of it, but that division's so terrible. So that's the reason why they might not get traded. He might not get traded, but he's getting up there in age. Maybe the Ravens want to get something out of him because they got a bunch of younger tight ends that they want to go with. But Mark Andrews getting traded. One team I saw out there was the Rams. The Rams need a tight end. They have a bunch of average guys at best, below average tight ends. And a good tight end on the Rams team, oh man, that shoots them way up the charts. So if the Rams throw a sweet deal to Baltimore, why would they not take it? Andrews isn't going to get traded there, Thane. Yeah, he's Lamar's safety blanket. Yeah, but, I mean, the Rams might just give such a sweet offer to go all in to try to win their division and possibly make them run at the Super Bowl. Well, I think they could make them run at the Super Bowl if the Rams get a tight end. That's the only piece that they're missing. They got a couple of solid running backs. They got the wide receivers locked up. That team's stacked. I had them winning the division. If they get Andrews, man, oh man, that offense is going to be dynamic. And I really put them as the NFC favorite. So if I was the Rams, I would be putting my best offer out there to Baltimore to try to get Andrews. I don't know if his contract's up at the end of the year, but that is something to look into. If his contract's up, then the Ravens should definitely ship him out. But we got to look at that. That I don't know. All right, so that's my take on that. So the next up is buy, sell, Rashid Shaheed on the Saints getting traded. The Saints are obviously out of it. They're one of the worst teams in the league. We could even throw Alvin Kamara in the list. I don't know if they're going to trade Kamara, but Shaheed is up there. And do we think that Shaheed gets traded? One team that I've seen is the Steelers. The Steelers, they got DK Metcalf, but they need another weapon for Aaron Rodgers. So, Steelers should be buyers if they want to win that division, especially if they're going to get whooped this weekend by the Colts. But we got to keep an eye on Shaheed. I wish I can stream all day Tuesday. I have to work, but I would love to cover like the trade deadline and talk about all the trades that are happening while they're happening. But I have to work. I have a job. Silly. So, do we think Rashid Shaheed is getting traded? That is the question. This one, it's a coin toss to me. I'm not leaning either way with this wide receiver. I can see the Saints trading him, or I can see them hold on to him. But the Steelers, they got to throw a sweet deal at him. I don't know who else is in the need of a wide receiver. The Bills, the Chiefs have Worthy. I would think the Broncos. The Broncos should go after Shaheed. I don't think that the Broncos wide receivers are that good. What up, gaming boy? Saying sell. He's not going to get traded. I would say the Broncos, Steelers, teams they don't have good wide receivers. They need a number 2 or number 3, and that would be a big step up for those teams. I don't see the Chiefs as much because Worthy and Rice is awesome. But outside Cortland Sutton, the Broncos don't have anybody. So Shaheed would be awesome. And I think the Bills should try to go all out as well in the AFC and get another wide receiver to put out there with Coleman. The tight ends for the Bills, pretty solid. But outside Coleman, who do they really want to throw the ball to? So the Bills, Steelers, Broncos. I know they're AFC teams. All 3 of them AFC teams. So the Saints should find the biggest bidder and then bam, cash in. Get a good pick. Move on up. The Saints team's going nowhere. So, my take. And the next one is... Ooh, I like this one. This is the best one. So, buy or sell on Breece Hall getting traded from the Jets. The Jets going nowhere. They just got the first win of the season last week. Will Breece Hall, the running back of the Jets, get traded? So there's a lot of injuries out there. Chargers should look into it. I know they get Hampton back in a couple weeks, hopefully, I believe. Enjoy the pre-show. I shall catch you soon there, Gaming Boy. The Chargers might want to look into them. They have the Chiefs that could use them. Pacheco got a little bit injured. I don't know how long he's going to be out, if he's okay. But that would be a step up for Kansas City. Who else? The Lions don't need it. Rams don't need it. Eagles don't need it. But, the Broncos don't. Patriots? Nah. Who else would want Breece Hall from the Jets? Niners? Seahawks? No. The Buccaneers. They do have Irving, but he's been injured. They have White as the backup. I don't know if they want to go and get Hall if Irving's going to be back soon. Is there anybody else in the NFC that might want Breece Hall? Because I don't know if the Jets want to trade him to the Chiefs. I wouldn't want to trade him to the Chiefs. I would not. Who else in the NFC that's contenders? Not the Commanders, not the Cowboys. Am I missing anybody that has a legitimate shot? Packers had a few injuries, but their running backs are okay. Vikings, I don't think they're buyers. Yeah, so it's not too much in the NFC that in need of a running back unless somebody gets injured this weekend, which hopefully not. But otherwise, the Chiefs might be the main team. Or the Chiefs or the Chargers might be the main teams that would be looking after Breece Hall. Anyways, that's that. All right, now we get into the games for tonight and this weekend, since we only got a little bit of time for this express version of buy-sell, of pre-snap read. And we got the Ravens and the Dolphins. Who do you guys have tonight? Ravens versus Dolphins. The Dolphins are home. Lamar is back. Tua got a win last week. Played pretty well, shockingly, for the 2-6 Dolphins against the 2-5 Ravens. Man, oh man, who do you guys have? I'm leaning towards the Ravens on the road. Lamar's back. Henry's been playing better. The Dolphins are just sad, but they won. And it seems like 91% of ESPN peoples and predictors are going with the Ravens. I don't see the Dolphins winning this game. I mean, they got Waddle. Oh, we should check to see if Waddle's going to get traded. Where's Waddle going to go? We should talk about him. I would love the Colts to get Waddle. That would solidify that wide receiver crew. That would be pretty amazing. But I'm going with the Ravens tonight. Ravens win outright on the road. Gamey Boy going for the Ravens. Very nice. Baltimore wins big. How big, Big Papa? We're talking about 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns. I say Ravens win by 18. Wow, how about that, Big Papa? Ravens, but now they are doomed. Oh, thanks a lot, Sticks. You just gave him the jinx. The jinxorama. All right, next up we got Bears versus Bengals. Bears versus Bengals. Caleb Williams on the road against, that's so weird to say, Joe Flacco and the Bengals. Who do you guys have in this one, Bears or Bengals? It's actually pretty even on ESPN. 51% of the people took the Bears, 49% took the Bengals. Sticks got the Bears. All right, we might have to go old man Flacco. Man, this one's a close one. This is a close one. Bears, Bengals. Man, I don't know. Bears 4-3, Bengals 3-5. You know what? I'm gonna go with the Bengals. I want to see them win. I want to see them make this division tighter. Even though they lost to the Jets, they got to come back from that. They got to come back from the loss against the Jets, beat the Bears, crush the Bears, get back in it. I'm going Bengals at home. That's a coin flip, though. I wouldn't touch that betting for sure. But I'm going to go and lean towards the Bengals because I want to see something happen in that division. So, that's what I want to see. Yeah, so Bears, Bengals. Ooh, division game. The next one is Vikings and Lions. Let me know who you guys have for the Vikings and the Lions. Vikings versus Lions. Who you got? Ooh, Thane's got the Bears 28-20. Bengals, says Chris. Cool. All right, so the next one is Vikings and Lions. Lions are home. 97% of ESPN is going with Lions. 5-2 Lions. So let's see what you guys are thinking. All right. Man, oh man. Alright. So we're just fixing a couple things, people. Okay. Alright. So here's my take. It's Lions all day. Lions all day. Not even a thought. There's no Wentz. There's no Wentz, no problem. I mean, you're going to go with J.J. McCarthy. Did you see how he played against the Bears weeks ago? Come on. He's going to get destroyed. I don't know who the Vikings picked up. I don't know who their backup is. Doesn't matter. Backup's terrible. Horrible. Lions will win, unfortunately. Lions. Oh, yeah, Lions should win this game easily. Is J.J. McCarthy playing? Even if he's not playing. Like, if they have someone worse than J.J. McCarthy, it's going to be someone worse. It has to be somebody worse. Has to be worse. Man, is anybody taking the Vikings besides my brother-in-law, who's a Vikings fan? I doubt it. All right, Panthers versus Packers. Bam. Panthers versus Packers. 97% of people going with Packers. 3% going Panthers. Yeah, Packers are home. They beat the Steelers last week. They are big-time favorites. The Panthers are up and down and up and down and up and down. More down than up. They are 4-4. They're at 500 actually. But the Packers, you know what drives me crazy with the Packers is that they really go down to their competition. They should be doing a lot better. I mean, yeah, I know they're 5-1-1, but they don't look good when they beat these teams. They beat them, but they don't look good. In my opinion, this is from what I'm seeing from the Packers. Like their loss was to the Browns, and their tie was to the Cowboys. So, I mean, they beat the Steelers. I think they beat them by over 10 points, but it was close in the first half. So it shouldn't have been close. Shouldn't have been close. I think they were losing in the first half actually. So to the Steelers, but they ran away with it in the second half. They shut them down. But this Packers team, a lot of people are high on them. I just think they're not performing as well as they should. If they get in the zone and start playing well, then this team might be dangerous. But it's like they go down to their competition. Not what we want to see. Pack all day, says Chris. And Stick says Pack. All right, next up, Chargers and Titans. Titans at home. Chargers versus Titans. Who you guys got? My two rules right now. Well, there's a few teams that you got to keep going with, and there's a few teams you got to keep going against. I was going against the Jets until they won. They actually won last week, but I'm still going against them all the way. The Titans 1-7. They're just going to keep losing. I got to pick against them. So Jets and Titans, I'm picking against them all the time. Unless they play each other, then I have to choose one. That'd be horrible. I'd probably choose the Jets. But that's how bad Cam Ward is playing. And it's so horrible. This rookie's so bad. The number one overall pick is just looking so terrible all year long. Bottom of the QBR, like, all season. So bad. Chargers are on the road and hungry for a win. So this is going to help the Chargers big time to boost them to 6-3. Because with the Chiefs and the Broncos, man, that division is going to be something to watch for the rest of the year. The second half of the year, who's going to win that division? Who's going to get a wild card? Are all three of these teams going to win? It's going to be amazing football the rest of the way. Chargers all the way. Chargers easy, 98%. Lock it in. Lock it in. Chris got the Chargers. Gamey Boy Chargers. Sticks Chargers. Man, oh man. Colts should be 7-0, yes. Next up, Falcons and Patriots. So, Falcons versus Patriots. The 3-4 Falcons against the home team, Patriots 6-2. Man, oh man, the Patriots on top of the division at the moment, pretty wild. They are definitely, well, not definitely, they are up there for a wild card spot in the AFC. Unless the Texans start winning, the Jaguars start winning. I don't think there's only one team coming out of the AFC East. No, there's only one team coming out of the AFC North. North? AFC North is... Yeah, there's the Steelers. I was saying East because Steelers kind of East. But yeah, there's only one team coming out of the AFC North. And probably only one team coming out of the AFC South. So you might have the two from the West between the Broncos, Chargers, and Chiefs, and the Bills, Patriots. Those are the ones in the lead, unless the Jaguars, Texans do something. Yeah, that's how it's looking. So Patriots all day, obviously. Pats. The Rhino Nation is following suit with that. That's easy. There's only 90% taking the Patriots. I'd love to see the Falcons win this. I hope the Falcons win this. But Kirk Cousins, no thank you. Penix, if he's back, no thank you. Patriots should win. I'm going to hope they don't. Next up, Niners and Giants. The Giants are home. Niners versus the G-Men. 86% of the people taking San Francisco on the road. That is an early game. Scatterboo is done for pretty much the year, I believe. I don't think he has a chance to come back. He destroyed his leg, his ankle. Oh, I didn't go back and watch that injury. I need to see that injury. But bad news. Scatterboo's in trouble. Giants in trouble. Dart's inconsistent. He is the future. He's showing some great things out there. Love his enthusiasm. Love his energy. But the Niners on the road, they go to New York. They get the win. They go to 6-3. Making that NFC West pretty tasty after victory. Oh, last week I went 9-4 with the picks. Couple of crazy picks, but I did mostly well. But yeah, there was a couple. The Jets winning was a stupid one, and there was another crazy one. One of the main ones I got wrong was the Cowboys beating the Broncos. They got smashed. Colts versus Steelers. Rhino Nation. The Steelers are home. The Steelers are 4-3. They just lost the Packers. Colts been steamrolling pretty much everybody. They're 7-1. Their one loss was a fluke against the Rams, and they won a nail biter against the Broncos. Otherwise, they beat everybody pretty handily. It was a close one with the Cardinals actually. So the Cardinals played really well against the Colts. Had a depleted secondary. But apart from that, Colts have been destroying. Obviously, not a bad year. 9-4. I thought it was 10-3. Something crazy happened. Yeah, I forget what it was, but another pick that was a high favorite that lost. But 9-4. I was hoping 10-3. I think I'm gonna dominate this week. Dominate. Colts all day. Yeah, they're on the road. Yeah, the Steelers are home, but Rodgers throws all short stuff. And the Steelers defense is getting eaten alive. Daniel Jones and JT MVP going to dominate. So I don't see how the Steelers stop them. With the running attack and the Daniel Jones passing everywhere, like Jordan Love passed everywhere against the Steelers. He had 11 straight or 12 straight completions. Colts all the way. Colts all the way. Steelers better hope for some crazy weather on Sunday. That's the only way they have a chance against the Colts. But, like I said, I'm only right 80% of the time with these picks. Next up, Broncos and Texans. Here's a doozy of a game. Broncos versus Texans. Indiana Jones there, gaming boy. Love it. Indiana Jones and the Colts, Chris. All right, so Broncos or Texans. Wow, 82% of the people going with Broncos on the road. The Texans defense playing great. Probably one of the defenses that are better than the Broncos. Like I said, PS2 is out. Not playing. Bo Nix inconsistent. Dominating the fourth quarter and the second half. They beat up the Cowboys last week. Texans are home. They're getting Nico Collins back. That's what I forgot to mention. So Nico Collins playing and Stroud playing better. So they could give the Broncos a run for their money. I think it's going to be closer than what ESPN is saying. Who do I got tonight, Disney? I got the Ravens by 18. So I don't know if I want to take the Texans. I don't know who I want. The Broncos, Texans. I guess we want the Broncos to win so that the Texans have a further shot from making the playoffs. That defense might destroy Bo Nix. I'm going to go with the Broncos, but I don't like it. Because Texans, if they keep the Broncos under 20 points, the Texans are going to win. If the Texans keep the Broncos offense under 20, it's over, Rock. All right, Jaguars for Raiders. Got to speed it up. We're in overtime. Jags, Raiders. Who do you got? 88% Jags on the road. Bowers is back, but Gino's been horrible. You got to go with Jaguars going to 5-3. Will they be 5-3 with a win with Trevor Lawrence? Man, oh man, Jags and Raiders. I mean, they're nowhere like they were in the beginning of the year where everybody's like, oh, Jaguars, they're going to win. They're going to win the division now. They're playing so much better than the Colts. Yeah, right. But they're 4-3. They're holding their own. Jags in a close game. Yeah, hopefully the Raiders keep it a little bit closer. But, yeah, I'm swinging with the Jaguars, but I'm hoping for the Raiders, of course. All right, next up, Saints. Gimboy's got the Jags. Saints versus Rams. I think everybody's on this boat. So they're going Rams. It's 99% Rams at home. 5-2 Rams against the 1-7 Saints. Not much to talk about there. Everybody and their grandma is going with the Rams. You guys know why. That offense for the Rams, rushing, attack, passing, domination. Saints look horrible. So bad they lose easily. Ooh, this is probably the game of the week. The Chiefs and the Bills. This is what I'm talking about. Chiefs versus Bills. Bam. I will be covering this game. This game is Sunday, 4:25. Bills, Chiefs. Let's go. Who do you guys got? The Bills are home. Patty Mahomes always finds a way to win. The 5-2 Bills against the 5-3 Chiefs. Oh, man. This is going to have the tiebreaker in the AFC. If they end with the same record, this is going to be crazy. This is a game. The Chiefs are riding high. The Bills lost 2 in a row. Then they just won last week. But Rashid Rice back for the Chiefs looking nasty. Patty Mahomes playing like vintage playoff Patty Mahomes. Started slow this year, but he is back on the top of his game. Bills for the Chris. Nice. And Stick says the Chiefs. The Bills are home. Cook has been cooking. Though. So, yeah. Gaming Boy says the Bills. I'm going to go with the Bills as well, knocking the Chiefs down to 5-4. A step behind that division, which is going to drop the Chiefs down, probably to a wild card spot. They still do have to play the Broncos twice more, the Chargers once. So, I'm going Bills. I'm going to say Josh Allen does it during the regular season. He can't do it in the playoffs. You kidding me? But yeah, I'm going to say they have the home field advantage. They got Josh Allen. They got Cook. Patty Mahomes, hopefully it's electric. Hopefully it comes down to the end. Comes down to some quarterback magic, which would be great. But I'm going to go with Josh Allen in this one. Because it's regular season. He's going to choke in the playoffs. Next up, we got 2 left. Seahawks versus Commanders. Man, oh man. 81% going to Seahawks on the road out there in Washington. I got to go Seahawks because Darnold's the man. The rushing attack is awesome. Commanders with Mariota or Daniels, if he's back, doesn't matter. They're not playing well. The quarterback position not playing well. Commanders not playing well. I'm not a believer in the Commanders anymore. I was in the beginning of the year before it started, but now that I've been watching them play, whether Daniels is healthy or not, I don't like it. I'm going to say the Commanders go 3-6, pretty much destroying their hopes of making the playoffs. Hawks, Seabirds. Yeah, Darnold is going to toss the ball all around, destroy the Commanders on Sunday Night Football. We will be covering that. We'll get to watch that together. Last game of the weekend, we got the Cardinals and the Cowboys. Cards versus them boys. On Monday night, who you got? Ooh, Gaming Boy going for the Commanders. Interesting. Man, oh man. Cardinals, Cowboys. I don't like this one either. 89% have taken the Cowboys. I mean, which team's going to show up? Which Cowboy team? I mean, I believe more in the Cardinals, actually, than the Cowboys. I take the Cowboys to beat the Broncos, but Dak got destroyed by that Broncos defense because that defense is so bad. Brissett is going to carve up that defense. Or Kyler Murray's going to carve up that defense. You know what? McBride gets a touchdown. Marvin Harrison gets 2 touchdowns. The Cardinals win on the road. They take down those Cowboys. I'm taking that's the one pick. I'm going against the grain. I'm going Cardinals over the Cowboys. Raiders got the boys. Gamer Boys got the boys. I'm going Cards. Sticks going Cards. Yeah, I'm going to... that defense is so bad. Jacoby Brissett diced up the Colts defense when they were injured. That's probably how the Cowboys defense is. Yeah, I'm going Cards. They carve up that Cowboys defense. They make Skip Bayless feel like a big pile of garbage that he is. I'm just kidding. He's not garbage. Never mind. Dumpster fire. Doesn't always talk about delusional. Where you at, Skip? Where you at? You and the Cowboys going down. They're going to go drop to 3-5-1 and thinking about next year. Jerry's going to be crying, wishing he had Michael Parsons to try to take down Jacoby or Kyler. It doesn't matter. No one's stopping him. They're going to dice him. Cards on the road. Take him down. Got to root versus the division. Got to destroy him. All right, we got about 8 minutes till start time. I'm going to shut it down, send you over to my stream. I'm going to go get set up here, get some water, get ready for Thursday Night Football. We have the meats. No, I'm just kidding. We don't have the meats. We have the Ravens and the Dolphins. That is our version, my version of Pre-Snap Read. We'll do it again, Post-Snap Read on Monday after the game. That is our next pre-snap, post-snap read show. Work hard, no excuses. Rise up and charge, people. This is what you need to do in life.